Ladies and gentlemen, I am Yuzril, the game is Star Trek Online, and welcome once again to the Tribble Timewarp for Agents of Yesterday. It is the 28th of May 2016. We are back aboard the USS Harakaze, and as always, this comes with a spoiler warning. We will be moving on through the content for the upcoming expansion pack. If you do not wish this to be spoiled, then now would be an excellent moment to go and watch another video, because hey, there are going to be spoilers. It's a test server, we're testing new content. It's basically inevitable, really. Can't have one without the other. So you have been warned. And now that they're gone, let's get on with the meat of today's episode. So first and foremost, we're looking for a couple of bits and pieces with the tutorials. Number one, power levels. This still hasn't been covered as of the end of Painful Omens, as well as shield rebalancing, although that's fairly instinctive, and the more advanced power settings through the UI. In fact, we'll just load to attack for the moment for convenience's sake. Another thing that we need to cover is auto fire on weapons. I don't think we've had that via the right click. And we're also missing the explanation for captain abilities like attack pattern alpha and the skill point system. So hopefully today's episode will give us the opportunity to have a look at those. And today's episode is the next in the series. It is the return to Babel. We are returning to the 23rd century to start that plot. Wait a minute, aren't we already here? Yes, we are, but bear in mind that I believe modern characters, that is, our existing ones, might be able to play this arc at a higher level. So we will have to see. I assume we'll have a different contact and a different lead-in to the mission. But let's get on with the original series version. So, we have a problem at Babel, Caridian rebels, etc., etc. They're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and resolve this peacefully. You don't know me very well after all these years, do you, Admiral? Okay, so Vulcan Male Tactical Officer, Overload 1, Fire at Will 2, Beta 2, Omega 2. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, Fire at Will's going to come in handy as and when we make Lieutenant, or rather Lieutenant Commander. Let's see, next option, Torp Spread 1, Scatter Volley 1, Rapid Fire 2. So that's an escort setup more than anything. Rapid Fire 2, Omega 2, not too shabby actually. And then you've got what I can only describe as a mixed bag, Overload 1, Scatter Volley 1, Beta 2, Omega 2. So basically you've got a cruiser setup tactical officer there, very heavy on the beams. Male tactical officer, very heavy on the cannons, especially with weapon options. And a Tellarite who, yeah, not quite sure what to make of that. Interesting that we've not seen tactical team as yet. Now, mission rewards tend to be fairly fixed, so I don't think we're going to be able to get rerolls on the abilities for those two gentlemen and, of course, the lady. So we'll accept the mission. Oop, contact Daniels. Oh, that just changed. Okay. Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you. Right, okay, so that's why the contact suddenly changes to Daniels. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to be our contact for the modern characters. Very well, I'll be there shortly. And... oh. Right, okay, right, so it's triggering automatically, so there's more to this mission than we realise. Well, that's nice of you to tell me. Something's not right, I'll explain shortly. In the meantime, we need to get to the Babel system. So, hook over, plot a course, doink, there we go. And let's see if he's got anything interesting to say while we're on the way. I wonder if we're meant to see that interaction dialogue for Daniels, or if that's something in the background to trigger this dialogue stream. Certainly we've never seen it before when we've had background dialogue like this before. The other option, of course, is that we're meant to have the Archer in Daniel's quarters scene, or at least our equivalent of it, and we've somehow accidentally skipped that. Maybe because it isn't ready yet and they've deliberately put in a bypass, maybe because we've just hit a teensy tiny little bit of a bug, in which case, yay for Tribble! Let's keep moving. Certainly he doesn't seem that talkative at the moment. And in fact, he stayed stumm for the entire trip while we were on our way over here. So the Babel system is a neutral rogue planetoid. It features cities, etc., etc., etc. 3 moons, Zion, Bar, and Ruim. Okay, so I hear there's a good disco on Zion, but there you go. Interestingly, rogue planetoid in the middle of a established star system on a... interesting. I suppose... yeah, it could work. I suppose it could be just taking a several thousand-year jaunt through the system and just swinging around for a bit. Begin, return to Babel. And yep, we're being down with the whole team this time, so Daniels, or Hunter, depending on what you're calling him, is presumably going to be our mission control with an internet connection for this one. Ah, right, so... yeah. Okay, this is kind of impressive. Also a little blurry. I have to look up the scene in which Archer gets this experience as well, but yeah. Daniels, hi, start talking. Right, the situation of Babel shouldn't be happening, something's been changed and not for the better. Let's start with that explanation you still owe me, and also a drink, because I think I'm going to need one. Okay, or at least the mutually agreed timeline that your faction prefers. You helped me stop one incursion at K-13. Yes, I remember. It was only last episode. There's been another at Babel, and, well, yeah. Also, I appear to have disappeared. Oh, no, there I am. Okay, fair enough. Go on. Oh, our character spoke. Welcome to the Temple Ready Room. What? Okay, we have this on board. I mean, it could make one interesting little disco. Right, so we have to go back to the Babel conference. You'll be sent back to a point shortly before the conference begins, and one of our best employees I believe you've met. Wait, what? Oh, hello, Pavel. It's, yeah, I have a feeling we're all going to have a lot of this over the next few decades. Deal with the Narkul, make sure the conference proceeds as planned. Okay, that's nice. Pavel, you're wearing the wrong uniform. Ah, and we can also find Narkul. Excellent. Do the job right, no one will know we were there. Do the job wrong, well... that shrug animation, is that a new thing? We shall see. Anyhow, transport to Enterprise 2268. Right, so, Pavel. You're looking good, man. You're looking good. Okay, let's begin by using Enterprise's sensors, and we'll need to recalibrate manually on the bridge. Is there a pad that I can buy here? Ensign Pavel Chekhov is currently on duty on the bridge. Okay, yeah, understandably, my officer's here with you as well, just in case. Let's get to work. Also, I noticed that Tavrel, who, of course, should not be Tavrel because she's not due to be born for, a couple of 100 years yet? Give or take. 100 years. Plus or minus. Well, yeah, you notice she had some new old school effects. Anyhow, also, shouldn't I leave my bridge officers here? Well, let's see if we can break this. It's a little snug. Well, that's the tailor's fault, not yours. At least I didn't send her along. Now, aha, one turbo lift. Someone hand me a pad. I want to pick up an autograph while I'm here. Oh, no such opportunity. Okay, well, we're not going to meet Spock at least, and of course the centre chair is empty because, yeah, there was a little bit of a incident, I believe, a few years ago when they tried to get Bill Shatner onto this. Anyhow, recalibrate the sensors and hope... oh, of course, it's Spock. He's going to notice somebody tampered with his sensors. Right, poke, prod, poke. Okay, oh, wavesform scanning minigame. Ah, there we go. Caught me by surprise. Nice work. Deck 11, some sort of interference, and scan by hand. Right, heading to Deck 11 now. Has Spock rumbled us? No, he's not even on the bridge. Yay! Who else is here? So Chekhov's on the job. Lieutenant Hadley. No Sulu. Interesting. Lieutenant Leslie, I believe, was a recurring semi-extra, a mauve shirt, and of course, Uhura in back. No Spock, thankfully, or we'd have been busted immediately. And no Kirk for fairly obvious reasons. Scotty will doubtless be downstairs. No autograph either, but hey, opportunities. And, the Babel conference. That's why. Also, we got the title card again, which is a little interesting. I'm wondering if I should really be wandering around with this phaser rifle on my back, but that's just a game limitation. Let's switch to the sidearm just for safety's sake. Now, as I remember, at one point, the Andorians, the Orions, and the Vulcans all started trying to murder each other. Oh, hi guys. Shouldn't you still be down in auxiliary control? Right, let's get a surreptitious scan here. Snappy looking uniform. Thank you. Not sure about the medical tricorder. I think we've still got the modern little doobry in the right hand there, but kind of hard to tell. Bones did have one, it just didn't glow blue like that. Security, 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 science, science. One of the perks of being light years from Earth, you get to make your own regulations. The buffet, yeah, good enough to eat. As for the rest, Babel delegates, ram stuff. Hey Sarek, haven't seen you in a bit. The Violator, yes, I suppose that is what you'd call them. Surreptitiously scan, damn it! Okay, and of course it would have to be the weirdo who's standing on the chair. Oh, a Tellarite, Sarek of course. And... yoink! The vote will not be taken here, Ambassador Gavin. I'm pretty sure this is from the episode. Maybe they can recycle the old lines. Okay, you need to finish with the Tellarite Ambassador before he starts a fight. I'm going as fast as this scanner will let me. Ugh. How hard could it be? Right, let's see. We need a discreet scan on the Zambians. Are they serving... No, but I assure you that Romulan air will do wonders for your nervous system. And then last but not least, the Ithanites. We're not being surreptitious about this at all. Certainly, okay, right, sense of following. There we go. I'm on it, he won't get far. Tippy toes, tippy toes. The garden deck, I believe it's deck 15, isn't it? The Arboretum? Anyhow... Okay, apologies, Ambassador, just a routine check for biocontaminants. Yes, we're being especially thorough for everyone's safety, you understand, I'm sure. Of course. Have a pleasant evening, Ambassador. Yoink, there we go, no sign of knuckle activity. Some traces, someone was in the area recently. Right, okay, let's go see if we can find the infiltrator. Checking the armory next, which should be somewhere around here. Somewhere. The door is open. That is not a good sign. Also, purple glow. I don't remember seeing purple lighting on the ship, but hey, that might just be weirdness. Nope, that's the turbo lift. I've gotten turned around. Again, mini-map zoom is not entirely helpful. Okay, we need to take a left, and then a right, and then a left, and then another left. Okay. Observation deck. Oh, observation deck is that way. Is that the same as the garden deck? Not sure. Anyhow, we have other things to look at through this corridor, and then stand by to breach and clear the armory. Ah, Pavel. Right, back to the armory. Okay, false readings on sensors. Let's keep checking the deck. Back to the junction, collect some readings. Okay. Alright, Pavel's hooked up with us, so the entire point of that little jaunt was to pick him up again. Right, scan for knuckle traces. All we need at this point is Spock to walk around the corner. Head back towards the reception. As I recall, doesn't Sarek end up getting stabbed at this point? Right, scan another one. The observation deck or the reception again? The observation deck. Right, take another left. Right, which way did he go then? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Engineering circuits away from the turbo lift. There we are. Alright, so we're taking a right here. And then we need a left here. He's gone into the Jeffries tubes. Oh, hi. Oh. Okay, that wasn't very friendly. And, oh dear, somebody appears to have stuffed the ambassador into a wall. And so much for witnesses. Well, this could be awkward. There you go. There's the new medical scan. Right. To deck 5. There's nothing we can do for Ambassador Gav. And Captain Kirk was attacked next. I don't recall Ambassador Gav being stuffed into a wall, but there you go. To deck 5. Oh, right. We're taking the lift. I'm assuming after the last episode we've had enough of confined dark spaces. Right, deck 5, protect the captain. The Glory Boy's never going to acknowledge this, but what the hell? Excuse me. Come on, you. Oh, Chekhov. Is that the new targeting visor? Yes, I rather think it is. Okay, nice touch. Let's see if I've got it as well. No, I've still got the old style. There we are. Right, the captain's wound is serious, and... You know, we could just... No, we can't. We have to keep the timeline in one piece. Oops. Rip and tear. Right, Chekhov. Right, so the Glory Boy's safe. What's next? Okay, now cool technology and engineering. We'll stop them there. Because Scotty is about to get recruited. Go to engineering. Use either turbo lift. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 dilithium. That sounded bad. That sounded very, very bad. Scotty, exactly what just exploded. And it's a bomb. Chekhov, it's a long story. Yeah, don't worry, we'll meet again in about 5 years' time. Yeah, this is definitely going to be available to main characters, because of course we haven't been to Drozana Station yet. Right, it's complicated. Anyhow, alright, let's get rid of the bomb. Right, find the right console and work on the bomb to keep it from exploding. Right, so where first? Divert power to number 6 shield. There it is. Number 6 shield, number 6 shield. Oop. Yank. Beep boop, beep boop, beep. Good work. Now check on the bomb. Is it ticking? Yes, apparently it is ticking. Chekhov, stop waving at thin air. Right, auxiliary to the engines. Which one is that? No, those are the shields. Engines. Gotta be over here. Repair teams. No, that's the comm console. Engines. Divert auxiliary power to the engines. Yay! The bomb is still ticking. Poke, prod, poke, prod, poke. There we go. Repair teams to deck 5. The comm circuits were over here. Although, strictly speaking, the wall panel is round over there, so perhaps they should move that. Those are circuit chips. Right. Poke the bomb. We appear to have stopped it ticking. Apparently, no, it is still ticking. Can we transport it somewhere? The captain's ordering to cut back. Ah, right, I see. That's excellent. Okay. Oh, yes, of course, the whole Orion thingy. Well, that cutscene's broken, isn't it? Oops. Right, that got him. Indeed it did, if I remember the episode correctly. Oh. Oh, is this why the Orion ship exploded? Because we can get rid of the Orion ship at the same time. Also, what's those scribbles on the back of the panel? They look like wingdings? Okay, it could damage the timeline irreparably. As far as we're concerned... Oh, yeah, there is that as well. Alright, lad. I need to work on my accent. Right, beam to the Orion ship. Yes, I know. It's gonna come to luck. And we'll just delete the transporter logs afterwards and fix the transporters and... Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. That was careless. Right. Chase the Narcool! Viridian Oops. You don't say! Right, excuse me, we need to start dropping a lot of Orions. Ah, there's the aim tutorial. That's a little late. Hi there! Get up. Him. It. Not sure. Right, so... breach the room. So the Narcool are hooked up with the Orions, are they? Fair enough. There we go, and there's the toggle between shooter and RPG mode, which they should really have done back in the Enterprise engine room, just because I was flicking between shooter and RPG mode during that. So, on the other hand, you could probably get away with it. Right, use the next security console. Poke, poke, prod, poke, poke, prod, poke, prod, and then just punch it anyway. Right, so, security is overridden. Interesting bit of artwork there. Right, to the next textures. Splat. Splat indeed. Right, you, go down. Now they tell us about this. Okay, so this is your introduction to shooter mode. Fine. There we go. Disintegrations, main disintegrations, also a blue splat. I'm not sure what that was. Oop. Federation Type 2 phaser. Well, that's an upgrade on our Mark 1. So if you don't mind, we're going to have the old school pistol back. More or less. Okay, right. Loot the items. Also a Mark 2 stun pistol. We'll worry about XP and experience and equipment later. For the moment, we need to defeat the Narcool and the other commanders. Ah, so this is where they got all the snazzy guns. Right, fair enough. Hey guys, we're kind of here to kill you. Come on then. Right, and then expose and exploit would be a good moment to mention it, but apparently not. Yoink, so that's one. Now, where's the Narcool commander? Oh, right, okay, so he's got a kind of... who did he nick that from, I wonder? The Alachi, by the feel of it. Right, come on, down you go. Also, this filter is getting seriously out of hand with the lighting setup in here. Right. Potatoes. All the technology from the far future. All the advanced knowledge and all the other options, and they bring back Andorian potatoes. Fair enough. Right, we're going to try to attach the bomb, and okay, fair enough, we'll hold them for you. Hey guys! Right, in the meantime, pour it on. There we go. That's one, and two. Personal Shield Mark 2. Needless to say, of course, personal shields haven't been invented yet. It's just a bit of gameplay and story segregation. They would have to seriously dial down the opposition. Oh, modern disintegration there. Not sure which weapon that came from. They would have to seriously dial down the enemy difficulty in order to accommodate the fact that we haven't actually got personal shields. Now, the Orion ship is about to mysteriously explode. Daniels, beam us up, down, forwards, backwards, whichever. Get us out of here. I don't care which. You're meant to beam the other three out as well, you know. But there goes the evidence. So, life is good. Now that we've neatly saved history, yeah. Should these three really be in here? Well, I suppose they kind of know what's going on. Anyway, Daniels, right, let's talk. Okay, of course, no one will do what we've done today. No, it won't. It might make our next meeting a little awkward. Well, he's already had the next meeting, so... yeah. Okay, thanks, Daniels. Chekhov, Pavel. Okay, right, and it was good to see Enterprise again. The Procyon 5. I don't think you're supposed to be telling me this. No. Enjoy your time on the frontier of yesteryear. True enough. Until next time. Right, return to sector. Of course, we have just erased the mission that originally sent us here, so... Daniels, hi, Admiral Garrett's going to be wondering why we're wandering over to Babel. You realise this. A lot could have gone wrong. Circa Vulcan, James Kirk, the Enterprise. So, the Babel conference is proceeding as planned. Corridon's admitted to the Federation. Well done, yay! And we get to pick up a tactical officer for no apparent reason. Well, let's grab the Vulcan. And then collect reward. And he has been assigned to Harakaze. He's ready to serve some of the crew. We'll have him join up. There we go. Linur is on the team. So, yay for Linur. And Admiral Garrett appears to have absolutely nothing to say on the matter, which is a little weird. Let's just quietly have a quick sneak peek at Tangled Webs, because I'm wondering what's going on here. Right, things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are pushing the fusible hails, and Okay, we get our first... Ooh, paired phaser beam array, eh? That could be interesting, because it's an array rather than a bank, but... we shall see. We shall see next time. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Yuzzel. That has been the Tribble Time Warp. And until next time, when we'll be getting entangled in some rather sticky webs, and probably radioactive ones as well, farewell.